Hello everyone, Clint here. Hope everybody is doing great today. I've been using the One UI 4.5 beta on my Galaxy Watch 4 Classic for some time now. Now that the Watch 5 has been announced, this new version should be imminently coming to everyone's Galaxy Watch 4, hopefully. I thought I would share my thoughts on the new update and my 3 favorite things that really I think most people are going to notice. I will tell you though right now that there's not much difference. You're not going to notice a huge difference between each of them. They're pretty much the same, but there are some changes that I really like. Real quick, I'd just like to mention the accessories in this video. This band right here is the LDFAS titanium link band for the Watch 4. The Galaxy Watch 4. It works really good. I really like it. I use it a lot. And also, you're going to see me use my Galaxy Watch 4, the regular one, and this has my leather hybrid band on it, which is also awesome. I use that one a lot. All right, let's get to it here real quick. I just realized now that I ordered the Galaxy Watch Pro. Actually, the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro that I ordered is the gray model, so I'm not going to be able to use this black titanium band anymore. That's kind of a bummer, but guess I'll be buying new bands for review for that watch, so stay tuned for that. I'm excited for that. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is performance. Even on the first betas, I noticed there's really no difference in performance. It runs super smooth, and with the occasional hiccup, just like 4.0 did. So I would say that if you like the performance of your current software, your current watch has, you're going to be happy with this one too. It works just fine. I've not had any issues at all with it. So as you can tell, as I quickly scroll through the watch, you will see that it really is not much different as far as like the way it looks. Most of it's the same kind of stuff. Nothing too crazy. They definitely didn't go too crazy on this update. It's pretty much all the same, so good stuff. In comparison to my S22 Ultra, the new One UI 5.0 beta that came out, that is definitely different, instantly noticeable, and I'll be walking through that in a video after a few beta builds. I like to get it tested out, make sure it's working good before I throw it out there. So yeah, let's get going. These are the new features on here that I really like. One of them, first one, is probably the most simple feature ever, and that's the ability to see the battery percentage when you bring down the toggle screen. So when you bring down this toggle screen here, you got the battery percentage. That's how the watch was when we all first bought it before any updates. And then an update for some reason put this date first, then you had to wait and pause for that battery percentage to come out, which let's be honest, is a little bit annoying. Now I know waiting for that to switch over is a little bit annoying. I always have the date on the watch face itself somewhere, usually, almost always. I can't think of a watch face I don't have the date on, so I didn't really need that date showing to me. And I also often have the battery percentage on the watch also, but there are some more plain faces, I guess. It only have like 1 or 2 complications on it. And so battery percentage is not the first one I go to. So I just like that, be able to just stroke down from the top and see that battery percentage. All right, the next great noticeable improvement is the text entry using the stock Samsung keyboard. Now, I know a lot of us have switched over to Gboard when it first came out, but this update really does improve the text input of the Samsung keyboard, and I put it pretty on par with the Gboard, I think. So I think people that haven't switched over to Gboard are going to be really happy with it. I can show you real quick how that works. So let's open up Google Keep. Okay, let's open a note. And you go, and now you see a QWERTY keyboard. So if you do the same thing here, let's just real quickly, there's keep there, note. You notice first you get this weird little thing that pops up first, whether you want the dictation, handwriting, or keyboard. And if you remember, that's the keyboard, which is kind of a bummer. Now, back in the day, T9 was awesome, and when we switched over to regular QWERTY keyboards, it was actually slower because we were so used to the T9, but now not so much. So now this has a QWERTY keyboard, and it does do swipe, which is fantastic. I'm not a good swiper through the camera, I'm sorry, but it's really good that it does that. And of course you can just type on it like normal. Again, I can't type very good looking through the camera, but then it gives you your normal stuff up there, which is great. Cool feature here now is now you just swipe up at any time of your text, which is great. The old version, you had to pick which one you want, and then you had to go back and forth, and it just wouldn't work. But now all of them are right here, so you can go to your numbers, swipe back up, go to back to your keyboard, swipe up, go to your emojis, swipe up. Handwriting, it's pretty much the same as it was before, but if you notice the text set there, so you can switch between each one of these, whichever one you want. And then if you want to talk, this is the dictation. Continue on, and then you hit OK, and then creates the note. Of course, we're here. It's fantastic. It works really good. I'm very happy with the way they changed that keyboard. It's definitely much more modern and more suitable for now. Whatever you picked last time, as you can tell here, it is going to go straight back to that. So if you want to change it, you do need to swipe up and go back to that. So that's actually kind of cool. If you're using dictation like me, most of the time I use dictation. That way it'll default to that every time, and you'll be good to go. And then, but you can still switch it up if you need to. So great updates from Samsung. With the new keyboard, you also have a few new, I guess, settings for it. And of course, that's going to be, I think, swipe right here. So keyboard swipe controls, so you can turn on either no swipe gestures or swipe. So if the swipe's not working good for you, you can change that. Of course, you got your touch feedback, whatever you want there, vibration, sound. So super awesome, really great update, super helpful and useful. Okay, the next noticeable feature, and the one that I really was glad to see Samsung finally bring, was it's a very simple ability to have the same watch face, but in a different configuration without having to just reconfigure the same watch face over and over. I will admit that this was one of the best features that the Apple Watch has. From the very beginning, you need to swipe the exact same watch face. You can just want to change the color and stuff, but of course the Apple Watch does not have super custom watch faces like the Galaxy Watch does, so it doesn't matter. If you watch my channel, you know that I have a thing for watch faces, and I like to change them often, depending on the band I'm wearing, what I'm doing, if I'm working out, or if it's just plain old work, whatever I want to do, I may change up, you know, I might want different complications or different colors or something like that. And this now finally allows you to do that with your watch faces. So I'm going to give you a quick example here. Now, if I wanted to change the color of this watch face or change any of these touch targets for the complications, any of the other complications, anything, right? We have to press and hold, you have to customize. And this one's not too bad because it only has 3 areas to customize. But as you know, some of these watch faces have like 6, 7, 8 different ones, which is great, except, you know, if you're just trying to change it on the fly, it doesn't work really good. So ideally, oops, didn't mean to change that. Ideally, the best way to do that is what they've updated in here, and that's be able to just use the same watch face. Now, as you can see, I can switch over here. This is the exact same watch face, but now it's completely configured differently. So it has different colors. All of these touch targets are different. I'm going to give you an example. So if I'm getting ready to go to the gym or something, I could switch real quickly to this particular watch face, and then, you know, I can set up my touch targets for, ooh, not the compass. I don't use the compass at the gym, I promise. But I can set these touch targets up to start a workout that I use every single, most of the time. It's really good. I really like it. Super handy. I'm going to start doing this with a whole bunch of them. I've only done a couple so far. It works really good. To do that, though, you have to come over here. Let's see. And then you got to go all the way back, and I got a ton of watch faces on mine. It's pretty crazy. Okay, and then you go back to add watch face. And then what you do is you just pick the watch face you want, customize it the way you want to, and voila, it is now the same watch face but different. Now I will notice a few things is some of the watch faces don't actually show up on here, so I'm not real sure what that's all about, but maybe there's some kind of watch faces that are different that won't let you change them. I'm not real sure, but most of the ones that I have are in here, and it works really good. Now, one bad part though that I've noticed is that that's the only way to accomplish this, is to be able to do it straight on the watch, which is kind of a bummer. It does not show up in the wearable app. You know how in your wearable app all your watch faces go and you can hit customize there and switch them and all that stuff. It doesn't do that on this one. So I'm hoping that's just a Galaxy wearable update that needs to be done in the future that'll allow you to do that, because it is way easier to switch them, customize them, all that kind of stuff, I think personally, on the phone, and then just update the watch. So hopefully that gets updated pretty soon. Okay guys, that's really the 3 biggest noticeable and useful differences that I've been using with this new software. There are a few handy accessibility features that have changed, but I have not actually dived into them yet. I usually don't use that too much, but so far so good. Battery has just been okay. It's been just recently published a battery test with this new beta, and it's okay. It's a little bit lower than the original battery test I did, but the watch is a year old now, I guess, so that might have a little bit of effect on it, but works great. All the fitness features so far have been spot on. Samsung has fixed most of those fitness issues that I had with like heart rate tracking and stuff. I'm looking forward to doing another fitness review with the Galaxy Watch Pro 5 or 5 Pro. I got to figure out how to say that. So that should be fun. A bunch of testing coming up on that watch here in a few weeks when it comes in. I'm looking forward to it. But that's all I have for you today, and I will see you on the next one.